In southern France, in a small village dubbed the Village at the End of the World, a mountain has the reputation of being the one place you need to be if the world is about to end. But that is only one of its many legends. This mountain is also known for being a place with unusual healing energies, a UFO base, a gateway into the hollow earth, a portal or vortex to other dimensions, the place where a treasure or multiple treasures were hidden, and a place where Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene passed through. Come with me on this journey to unpack all the legends of Bugarach Mountain. I went there on a reconnaissance trip in the summer of 2019. After all, if the apocalypse is indeed coming, I need to know the fastest path up to the mountain peak to secure a spot in the UFO that will bring us to safety. The hike was surprisingly quiet. I seemed to be the only person going on this trek that day. The reason is that, as usual, I was late to the party. Many of you must have remembered about the Mayan end-of-the-world predictions for December 21, 2012. Prior to that, rumors started circulating on the internet that Nostradamus, the famous seer, amongst many other sources, predicted that Bugarach Mountain would be the one place safe from the cataclysm. Some say it's because of the magical properties of the mountain that will shield those within it. Others say that a group of elites, including politicians and celebrities, are building bunkers inside the mountain. Still others state that there will be friendly aliens ready to whisk the survivors who manage to make it there off to another planet. However, this fazed the local authorities. What if a doomsday cult is to commit mass suicide on top of the mountain on that day? This is not an unjustified fear. A cult known as the Order of the Solar Temple had several ritual deaths of its members in the Alps in 1995. Though why they will go all the way to Bugarach to survive the apocalypse only to die from their own hands is anyone's guess. Nonetheless, the French government temporarily closed the mountains in 2011. Why Bugarach is drawing so much attention seems to be closely connected to its unusual geology. Located in the southern French department of Aude, near the border with Spain, the Bugarach Mountain, standing at 1,230 meters height, is believed by many to be an upside-down mountain. This means a mountain where upper layers of rock, dating from the Jurassic Age 135 million years ago, are older than the lower ones, dating from the Cretacic Age 75 million years ago. Millions of years ago, when the Pyrenees were created, an explosion could have caused the mountain to lift into the air and land upside down. Because of this geological anomaly, or maybe because of ley lines running through it, it is believed that it also causes all kinds of magnetic anomalies in the area. Compasses are known to go haywire here. Which led us to the next legend about it, that the mountain is a source of positive healing energy. Even former French President François Mitterrand was said to have come here several times to soak in its healing energies, though he may also be there to investigate the UFOs in the region. Opportunistic people ready to cash in have also taken stones from the mountain to sell on eBay. Perhaps because of this energy, it has attracted UFOs to this area. Sightings are not infrequent in the area, and at night, people have seen strange lights and heard strange sounds emitting from the mountain. There is a legend that beneath the mountain is a lake which serves as a car park for the UFOs. Bugarach is also known as the refuge of survivors living in an underground city after their original homelands of Lemuria and Atlantis sank. These survivors have both the means and the will to open a portal to other dimensions at the mountain, and some said that they have already done so. This may have inadvertently facilitated the passage of UFOs into our world. Or explain why there have been accounts of people having supernatural experiences of their deceased loved ones at the mountain. I didn't see any UFOs or feel any unusual energies during my hike. From a historical perspective, Bugarach is part of the land where Cathars, a Christian sect, used to live during the Middle Ages. The Cathars are oftentimes associated with the legend of the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. I would do separate videos about the Cathars and other regions in southern France in future, so if that is something you are interested in, please remember to like and subscribe. The Cathars considered Bugarach a sacred site. When they were persecuted by the Catholic Church and the French monarchy who saw them as a threat to their authority, they must quickly find a way to safeguard the precious relics in their possession. Bugarach, amongst other sites in the region, could have been chosen for hiding these precious artifacts. After all, Bugarach is right next to Rennes-le-Château, arguably its more famous neighbor, where a man called Saunier was said to have discovered a hidden treasure in the late 19th and early 20th century. Though there is also talk that Saunier may have discovered the treasure at Bugarach. The possibility of a treasure has drawn even the Nazis during World War II to come to this area to try to find it. In the 1960s, a certain Daniel Bettex, a Swiss citizen, at the behest of a local Qatar research organization, spent several years exploring the caves in Bugarach. He probably didn't start out looking for treasures of any kind. But as his research progressed, he started finding stones with strange graffiti of the Ark of the Covenant in a nearby 13th century ruined castle, as well as what looked like man-made tunnels in Bugarach. In letters to a liaison officer from the research organization, Lucien Julien, Bettex mentioned he was searching for a potential cavity that linked the castle to Bugarach. However, days after excitedly sharing about how he was on the verge of a breakthrough to find a treasure which will make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, he was found dead in 1988 in Bugarach. Lucien wanted to continue the work that Bettex left behind, but when the Ministry of Culture was informed of her intentions, they closed off the basement of the castle with rubble and concrete, permanently sealing off any chances to know what Bettex could have discovered. Finally, there is just one last interesting tidbit I wanted to share. It is believed that after Jesus Christ's crucifixion, he survived the ordeal and followed Mary Magdalene to France. As they traveled through southern France, Bugarach could have been one of the places they stopped at for the night. Could that be the reason why at the church at Bugarach, you can see a depiction of Christ on his cross but with his eyes uncharacteristically open, implying that he didn't die on the cross? Whether the stuff of legends or truth, Bugarach reportedly has inspired several famous people, Jules Verne, who wrote the book Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Steven Spielberg, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If you have enjoyed this video, we continue our series on southern France in the next video here.